Hello, fellow adventurers and collectors. Filmaholic here. It has been a while, and I did not anticipate it to be this long. But that being said, we're going to be taking a look at a few more customs, and I apologize if I sound a little rough. I got sick, and it lasted for a good while, and I'm still trying to get over it. So, yeah. In the time that I was out, I kind of worked on a few projects, kit bashed some stuff, and I've been getting a lot of head sculpts, which is not a good thing because I had just gotten enough bodies to fulfill the heads that I already had. So adding on to that a little bit more does not help things. But that's a problem for future Greg. That's how we, we do things as collectors. So for this custom here, I was just kind of playing around with stuff that I had and working on utilizing the stuff that doesn't necessarily fit into the collection. So I modified it, like the jeans didn't fit any of the bodies that I have, so I cut them, and they seem to work well with this World Box body, which in and of itself is a kit bash of several World Box pieces. So interesting to see that somebody else was able to get the legs to work on the body and so on and so forth. I plan on getting more at some point, but I keep buying heads for whatever reason, so it is what it is. Something that I've kind of been working on here and there, but this wasn't the original intent for this. I had bought the uniform on its own to kind of work as a uniform for my other Titanfall head sculpt, but I didn't necessarily like the look of it, so I kind of kit bashed this soldier here. Is it perfect? No. The body is a Hot Toys body, believe it or not, but I'm not necessarily fond of the boots, I guess, because for whatever reason he likes to fall over. And something that I've also noticed as well is I'm running low on ball joints for ankles and the sort. So again, utilizing what I had, I ended up having to shave a few ball joints to kind of get it to work. But for right now, he'll suffice. If anything, I might change the goggles at some point, but I like the look of it. It looks unique. I got this helmet in a different lot, and I'm not too sure which version it is, but it's got a unique silhouette to it, so I figured it would work well for this project here. And at the very least, you can be, some operator or some sort. Again, utilizing parts that I have, modifying things, trying to get the mileage out of the things that I buy, and the huge lot of parts that I just have laying around here. The benefits of being a hoarder is that you can mix and match certain pieces to whatever you're customizing. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Metal Gear character, so I don't know, just working with what I have. And a project that I was more passionate about and kind of took up most of my time, and this still isn't done, is this Mandalorian here. The color scheme was inspired by my Fortnite Mandalorian that I have, and I'm contemplating on whether or not I want to keep this head sculpt, but for the most part he is phenomenal. Not to toot my own horn, but I am very happy with the finish of this one, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But overall, this was a relatively easy project. I just had to take off the armor, repaint it, and basically go from there. Huge shout out to Eddie, G.I. Joe Eddie. He gave me that lot of textiles a while back, and I've been still working through it. And the cape is something that I got in that, or the material for the cape is something that I got from him. So thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. And like I said, this one's not entirely done. Still got some things to touch up, like the hands and the one of the knee pads as well. But for the most part, I really do like how this one came out. And in terms of the finish, I ended up using a different type of clear coat. And for those of you who customize figures, who watch custom content, you always hear the praise of Mr. Super Clear, right? Well, I don't have the budget for Mr. Super Clear, nor do I want to give Amazon more money than they need to. So I go to stores like Ollie's, Ross, and the sort, and I ended up finding this clear coat spray paint called Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and it worked like a charm. As you can see here, it gives it that matte finish, and I cannot sing its praises enough. I really do like the look of it. Now, as to whether how durable it is, I'm not too sure. These are parts that aren't necessarily going to be running around or rubbing against something else, so I'll see how that goes in the long run. But for right now, I cannot sing its praises enough. I really do like it, and I ended up getting 3 of them at $5 a piece, I believe. And as soon as I got the one and tested it out, I just went and bought a couple more just because I figured the summer's coming up and I'm going to be working on more painted projects, so stock up all I can because I really do like the finish of this. So yeah, like I said, this is one that I've been meaning to work on, and being sick and out and having a couple good days of weather here really motivated me to kind of get this project going. I'm tempted to, like I said, I was tempted to change the head. I got a Republic Commando head sculpt I could swap it out with, or I can buy one that looks like the Fortnite character that I have, but for right now it's serviceable, and I really do like the look of it. Now, a custom that I've been also working on in the back side of things is for a good friend of mine, and has always looked out for me even before I had this channel here. So I figured I'd make a little custom for him. His collection is more leaned towards like the apocalyptic side, more medieval if anything. So I kind of worked some magic here. Does it necessarily match those themes? No, not necessarily. I figured for this guy, he's kind of like a wasteland monk, and kind of went from there. But yeah, if I had more confidence in my customizing, I would have liked to weather the jacket a little bit more, or more in general. But I worked with the pieces I had and figured at the very least he can do that himself if he wanted to. So yeah, that being said, I hope you guys liked the look at the customs that I've got here and there. As always, I got stuff in the back burner, so I'm just working with what I have. And yeah, with that said, I thank you all for watching, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I very much appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time.